First Light is the broadcast ministry of First Baptist Church of Rogers, Arkansas, and we invite you to join us this Sunday morning as we worship God and study His Word together. And if you must be at home, we haven't forgotten you. We broadcast live every Sunday morning right here on KHOG at 11 o'clock a.m. Join Pastor Ben Rowell and the people of First Baptist Rogers this Sunday. And don't forget, God is real, and He wants His light to shine in your life today.
This is Channels 4029, the local news leader. The Newscenter Early Edition with Peddie in Fayetteville, Marisa Karber in Fort Smith, and the weather with Steve Gibbs.
The body of a woman is found in a ditch this morning in Fort Smith. That's where we begin the Newscenter's Early Edition. Good afternoon. A Fort Smith man just doing his job discovers a horrific sight.
Fort Smith police continue trying to identify a woman whose body was found in an area ditch. Authorities say a yardman was mowing the grass behind a group of stores at the 2000 block of North 6th Street. As he neared the railroad tracks, he spotted the remains of a woman in a nearby ditch and then notified police.
There's no obvious signs of foul play, but like I say, the cause of death is still undetermined.
The Sebastian County coroner determined the woman was in her 40s and appeared to have been dead for 12 to 14 hours. At this time, police say they are visiting with the dead woman's next of kin.
One Oklahoma man is dead and another is in the hospital facing murder charges. According to the LaFleur County District Attorney, Kenneth Atkins of Arcoma has been charged with first-degree murder and shooting with the intent to kill. Atkins allegedly went to the Rock Island home of James Myers with the intent to start a fight with another individual. When James Myers stepped in to stop the fight, police say Kenneth Atkins got a shotgun from his car and fired once at Myers. The DA says Myers was pronounced dead at the hospital last night.
The 41st President of the United States attracted quite a crowd in Poteau today. Former President George Bush was the speaker for the annual Jimmy Carter Lecture Series at Carl Albert State College. The focus of Bush's speech was the importance of education and family. The former president avoided touching on politics and had little to say about the current administration.
I don't feel comfortable being one more critic. I held the job he held, and I know it is extraordinarily difficult, and I feel better kind of speaking in broad generalizations.
Bush did applaud Clinton for carrying over some of his ideas on education, but when it comes to Clinton's health care reform package, Bush said he did not think it would pass. Bush left for Houston following the event for another engagement.
Illustration to the new Hillary Rodham Clinton was also in the area today. The First Lady is pitching the president's health care plan to Oklahoma farm families near Muskogee. Mrs. Clinton talked close and personal to the families, promising all their health care needs would be met. She says the plan would allow them to choose a doctor close to home, and the cost would be 100% deductible on income tax returns. The 5th Annual Women's Festival and Conference begins today at the University of Arkansas. Organizers of the 3-day event say its purpose is to raise awareness of women's issues in the community. Those issues include women's role in society, health issues, and domestic violence. Organizers also say that even though the conference is about women, it's not just for women.
It's open to everyone. These are issues that often are called women's issues, but a lot of things are very important for everyone to know about, and we encourage men. We've always had men as conference attendees and as presenters, so we hope that everyone will come out and...
Lord says she hopes people will come away from the conference having learned something helpful.
Slides were taken from.
And sources say the leader of the grunge rock band Nirvana has committed suicide. Police in Seattle and a record company executive in Los Angeles say Kurt Cobain shot himself in the head. Cobain was recovering from a drug and alcohol-induced coma.
Well, coming up, the weather, it's always important when you're facing the weekend. Steve will have your forecast next.
But he may not be too popular today. When you hear it, we'll be right back.
Consumers' weekly specials are sure to please at mealtime. This week, look for boneless USDA select beef shoulder roast, $1.39 a pound. Fresh from the produce department, seedless grapes, just 89 cents a pound. Great buys on canned goods, too, like Van Camp's pork and beans, 4 for $1. Cookout While Consumers hamburger or hot dog buns are 3 for $1. And Shasta Pop is just 10 cents a can. See stores for details on double coupons. For family-pleasing favorites, you can't go wrong with Consumers. Promise.
Newscenter Early Edition, the local news leader, is brought to you by Furniture Factory Outlet, by Consumers Markets, and by Prairie Creek Hickory House.